heights. Period. Armor snake. Period. Hey everybody. Got so many random objects around me. Okay, so alright guys, so some updates for you. Hey Plushy, hey Rico, hey Zymir. Hi everybody. So yeah. As you can see, I've built a cornfield scene. Just a cute little one. For the farm. For Scooby-Doo. So that was like one last thing I needed to work on. This is Mr. Biggie. Hey Betty. Also, another thing that I have worked on is I resculpted Chelsea because everyone said she was ugly. So, well, not everybody. Hey, Cam fam. But I did resculpt Chelsea. I just have to paint her. So she definitely... hey, Rhea. Yeah. Some updates on some characters. We got the giant cat. For the exit labs. If I can... Please. Focus. Okay, I guess he just doesn't want to focus. Anyway, we got Mr. Kitty. He's like super big. He's like Melinda, but cat. Yeah. Of course, Mr. Piggy got a redesign, and also Mr. Ghost is getting a redesign too. Yeah, so I snatched Melinda. Melinda's weave, she got mad. Sean, what's poppin'? We tired of the going missing for months. Well, filming BGC, as you guys know. In fact, let me grab my iPad. Dig it out from... Everything's got plastic on it. Let's see. What have I been working on? I'll show you. Move, Kitty. Okay. Ooh, it's kind of frozen. So, yeah, BGC is fully done. Not like the whole season, obviously, but like a lot of what I needed. Now you guys already saw, like, of course, this fight. With like Amber. Oh, this is just the fight clip. My bad, bro. Thoughts on Baddies South? I don't know. I feel like Natalie needs to remove herself from the show. I feel like it'd be a lot better because it's like Natalie kind of wants like she wants a show that has like the Bad Girls Club hype, but she wants it to kind of be about her. It feels like almost like it's like she's Jocelyn's Cabaret. That's what it gives me. And honestly, like she needs to remove herself. Let me see. So, hold on, where is it? Nair. Wait. Is this? Oh, it is. Okay. I love Rolly. I don't care. I like Rolly. So yeah, I did like a lot of filming for BGC, as you can see. So nothing will be as iconic as Beggars Club besides your cartoons. It's gonna be an iconic season, guys. Period. Hopefully, like, I won't be, once I start releasing stuff next month, I won't be disappearing as often, guys. I promise. I've been working on so many projects all at once, and I probably shouldn't have, but it'll be worth it in the end. So, I've been working on Scooby-Doo. That's coming back, of course, hence the cornfield and the creepy dude. I'm hoping to come out with that episode by Halloween. So next, probably Sunday would be the Scooby-Doo episode. If I can film it all in time. I should be able to. What else? I've been working on the new show called Exit Labs. This is one of the new characters named Tara. Mink, mink. We need you to pinky promise. But a pinky promise is the most sacred promise of them all. Oh, not Melanie's cushy. So as you guys can see though, and this is before the opening fight and everything, it's already 20 minutes long. So it's a pretty solid long episode. I even did so you guys can see there's moving mouse in the interviews, but there isn't moving mouse in like the actual filming because I'm lazy. I know some people don't like the moving mouse, some people do. I personally like it because it makes it feel more cartoonish, in my opinion, which is kind of what I wanted because these characters already kind of look like Barbie. I don't really want them to be compared to Barbie, but yeah, I pinky promise. I won't be disappearing, guys. I promise. I'm going to start releasing stuff a lot more often. I've been building and redesigning things, and I got to stop. But hey, Melanie. Sean shows. Iconic. And hey. Also, I did all these fancy little introductions for you guys. Like, I put a lot into this season already. I just have to secure the voiceovers. We already did voiceovers for TFC, which is coming back, guys, next month. So the TFC High School Bullying series is coming back next month. I've started making the cast, hence Chelsea got a resculpt again. Taylor has her iconic orange skin tone back. Anyway, I don't want to reveal the whole show to you, so let me pause that. Sean, this is why I tell you let me audition. Well, I've got all the people picked. So Nahaj is playing Danielle with the brown hair. Trauma Queen is playing Amber, and she did send her voiceovers in, and they're amazing. She did a good job. And then the person who was on the Olivia page, but their page got removed, but they are playing Jenna. So yeah. What else? Oh, I gotta show you guys. Oh my, I gotta show you all my trinkets. How have you been outside of filming? I think I've been alright. I got really sick actually once again. You guys know this is routine for me to randomly get sick. Was Trauma Queen the one who did the voiceover in the promo? Yes. Trauma Queen did the voiceover in the promo. But yeah, outside of filming, I actually am recovering from being like, I got food poisoning. So that kind of put me behind on like making stuff and filming because I was sick for a good 3 days. But here is, let's see if we can get her to focus. The new Taylor. This thing doesn't want to focus on anything. Come on. Come on. I hate it. How long have you been live? Not very long. Why? Why won't you focus? This camera, I got a new phone and it's evil. I'll be honest with you. It does not like to focus. I don't know why. But regardless, you get the point. Maybe if I hold her far away. So she has the new skin tone. Let me compare it. So here you can see. Oh yeah, and she has a new hair color too. So it's not quite the like orange, like neon yellow that you guys know from BGC 19 or BGC 19 and like 15. Taylor got everything I dreamed. Yes, Olivia is in season 2 of TFC. She's the villain. Please. Why is this camera so evil? Why won't you just focus? Focus. Focus. If I get super close, will you focus? Bruh, what is wrong with this camera? Ooh. It doesn't focus. It ignores me. Focus. Oh my god, I hate you. Anyway, well, I tried. You guys get the point. So yeah, Taylor's got like her short hair again. She's got her orange skin. Um, you guys already know Cassandra got an updated sculpt as well. Ooh. Yes, Olivia's gonna make such a drama. Yes, Olivia is going to eat up season 2. You guys know Olivia loves the drama. Also, guys, I don't know if you can notice, but there's a skin tone correction, with the newer colors. So here's the old color. As you can see, it's kind of like grayish. And then this is the new color. So I actually have been doing a lot behind the scenes. Color, skin tone correcting. So you can see this is an actual like brown color versus it used to be like a grayish brown because of like plastic that I used. I really don't know how to make it focus. I'll be honest with you. It's annoying. Maybe I'll have to go live on my old phone or my iPad because this is stupid. But anyway, yeah, so Chelsea has a new skin tone, a new brown. Have you ever? Okay, let's see. That's been a request fight since season 16 came out. Everyone's Taylor versus Brooke. It could happen. Maybe in like a BGC mini fight. Here's the house. Oh, Mackenzie is making a return for episode 2. And if you guys didn't see, I also came out with... What? Let's see. Sean, have you ever watched... Oh, wait. Have you ever watched South Central Baddies? I haven't watched it, but I have, like, watched clips of, like, the fights. Have you ever watched Vampire Diaries? Yes, I used to watch Vampire Diaries way back in the day. Did you hear a week and a half ago, Fresh TV just dropped the official cast of the new season of Total Drama. Ooh, there's gonna be a gay couple. Ooh, that's exciting. I haven't seen Total Drama in so long. But yeah, guys, look at this cornfield. This cornfield took hours to do. Like, because I had to glue down every single piece of corn stalk. But it turned out pretty cute. What do you think? I think it's going to be... This episode of Scooby-Doo is going to be iconic. And I think that the ending is going to shock you guys. It might make some of you guys mad. It might not. Speaking of gay couples, is there going to be any gay couples on TFC? Well, I mean, technically, Jacqueline and Stella were a gay couple. But, yes, there will be other gay couples on TFC. I feel like Natalie is doing way too much to stay relevant. I think Natalie is afraid to grow up. Like, because, I mean, she's, what, 30, almost 38? Like, she's close to 40. It's one thing if she was, like, 32, you know, because, like, 30 is the new 20. But it's like, hang it up, Buttercup. Hang it up. Total Drama is a good... I always loved that show. I used to watch that show, too. Like, back in like 2013 maybe. It's a cute show. It's a good show. Here's like all my old designs. So like if you guys didn't notice, the guys have hair now, like actual hair. So all the TFC guys have been getting redesigned. Like here's Matt Manbun. He also has hair. But my camera won't focus, so I can't really show you guys. I think that's mostly it. I did make, like, most of my updates is new skin tones. Sean, I made some fictional characters of your show. Ooh. Season 3 sucked, and Season 6. Oh, Season 3 was my favorite, and Season 6 sucked. I would have to go back. I haven't watched Total Drama in a very long time. So I'd have to, like, go back and check it out. Ugh, back. My bad. So, yeah, guys. Oh, I also made Mooney, but... Hold on. I made Mooney with a few different heads, too. Because Mooney's always kind of had the same hairstyle in TFC. I think it's time she gets some new ones. I have, like, an extra tailor that I made, too. So we've got multiple tailors. This one I'm probably going to sell, though, on Etsy. Woo! So yeah, they're posable. Yeah. Here's Mooney. She has no hair. I can't even really show you her face because it won't zoom in. I haven't decided on like what hair I'm gonna give her though. Sean can be a what? Let's see, Sean. Out of all the BGC seasons you made plus BGC 20, which one's your favorite? I feel like out of the ones that exist right now, BGC 16 is probably my favorite. However, I think BGC 20 will take the cake. Oh, hey, Trauma Queen. Of course, as you guys know, Melanie and Patrice are back this season too. Now, I know a lot of you guys were like, oh, stop bringing back old girls. Back in the day, to be fair, when I started my mini show of Bad Girls Club, the real Bad Girls Club was still on TV, and they never they usually didn't bring back old girls onto new seasons. So I kind of did that to make my seasons different. But now, like Baddie South or Blueface BGC, like all these other BGCs kind of do it. So now it's not as unique. But in my defense, at the time, I did it because a lot of you guys missed the old girls, so it was really exciting to bring them back. But this is the last season where OGs will come back as like part of the cast. Yes, Trauma Queen, everyone. If you guys aren't subscribed to her, please go subscribe. She is the voice of Amber. Let's see, where's Amber's introduction? Scroll back. Oh, so I can show you guys a little bit of Amber touring the house, which is Miss Trauma Queen's character. Boop. Okay, so this is Miss Amber right here. And like I said, guys, so I do the mouse for the interviews. Of course, we did fancy introductions. Period. So yeah, if anyone doesn't know, Amber's a pretty chill character. But she's feisty when she has to be. So the house turned out great. I think that Miss Trauma Queen does such a good job voicing Amber. She's really bringing the character to life. So I'm so excited. This house turned out really cute too. As you guys can see, I swapped some of the furniture for like pink chairs to make it even more Bad Girls aesthetic. So yeah, I made the kitchen wider in this house too for like extra fighting room. um yeah, I think it's gonna be a really cute season. Woo. And then of course I was playing around with the animations, as you guys can see. And we got the confessional room. Thank you, Trauma Queen. So yeah. I cannot wait. Yeah, this season comes out next month, guys, so it's very close. Super exciting. I'm filming Scooby-Doo, TFC, another episode of BGC, and then of course I'll release a bigger trailer for you guys. So a lot of pretty much all your favorite shows are coming back. So it's been a lot of work. And then of course some new shows like Exit Labs with the new characters like Big Kitty. I don't do release dates anymore because things just never go to plan for me. Hey. But anyway, yeah. I don't do release dates anymore because every time I'm like, oh, it's gonna come November 25th, you know? I don't know exactly when it's gonna come out in November. Hopefully I can make it on the lab show. You never know. Exit Labs will have Kitty, Big Kitty, Tara. I resculpted him, but this is old Mr. Science. I think I resculpted him. Yeah, I did. Old Mr. Science, but he's going to be getting like the new hair because as you guys know, the update is all hair. Here's like a little Mackenzie. Yeah, so that one comes out soon. And it's going to be a zombie episode. It's going to be Monster Kitty episode, a werewolf episode, and a robot episode. And so as you guys know, the new length for like all these other shows, I'm going to try to make shorter episodes for a lot of the upcoming shows. Yes. Okay, so someone asked, guys, do any of the girls say replacement in BGC 20? Yes, they do. I made sure to bring that back because I know you guys really wanted that. So there is a battle of the replacements and the insult of replacement. That does happen, I think. So, the beef switch too. So I think that's going to be something that's really exciting about BGC 20 compared to other seasons because you guys know how like other seasons it's always this person versus that person, like, and it kind of stays consistent. For example, Patrice versus Bianca was all through BGC 19. Paige versus Bianca, like the beef stayed the same. And I think something that's really good about BGC 20 is the beefs kind of change up. Sometimes they're friends and sometimes they fight with each other, kind of like BGC 7. So it definitely gives a lot of Bad Girls Club season 7 vibes. Cause like it'll start with like who fights first? First it's like the first night it's Danielle versus Danielle, but then they become friends again, and it's Amber versus Morgan. Then the Danielles and Morgan team up, but then it's Bailey versus Danielles and Morgan. Then it goes to Patrice versus Morgan and Danielle, and Amber versus Morgan again. Then the beef switches up. Then it's Amber versus Jenna. And then they beef and fight a few times. And it's Jenna versus Mackenzie. And it's Melanie versus Danielle. Then it's Melanie versus Patrice. Then it's JoJo versus Melanie. Like, so it's a very good mixture of beefs this season. And then it transitions to JoJo, Danielle, and Morgan versus Jupiter and Mackenzie, and they have like an ongoing beef the rest of the season, which results in the season finale. So it's pretty good. The beefs definitely switch around. Friendships are there, like Melanie and Patrice, and Jenna and Amber, and then it ends up falling apart where it's Amber versus Jenna, Melanie versus Patrice. So yeah, it definitely switches around. So I think this season has everything you guys are going to want. The only thing it's lacking is the girls' pictures. I just never got around to like printing them out. So no pictures this season, unfortunately. So that is a sad thing that's missing, but I think the season has everything else. It has a phone room, it has confessional fights, it has people screaming replacement, it has multiple beefs, it has club fights, random fights, like people versus randoms at the club. It has some jumping, it has multiple limo fights, like Danielle versus Danielle on episode 1, Jenna versus Mackenzie. And that one's like episode maybe 5. Why did Amber and Morgan scrap? So Amber and Morgan scrap because Morgan was kind of being a bully towards Bailey even on day 1. So Amber called her out in the limo. So when she came home, she decided that Amber was going to pack up and go home. So, and it didn't go to plan for her, but she kind of throws out. Oop, I ruined it. Where is it? Fast forwarding. Hold on. Let me find it. Some fights. So she kind of packs up Amber's stuff and decides Amber's moving out. So that happens on episode 1. And of course, Amber's not having it. Thanks, Trauma Queen. So yeah, and then you guys know it's a wrap. They scrap it up. Mink, mink, mink. On the bed, too. So, of course, we had to get a nice bed fight. Mink. Also, so the Jenna versus a random fight actually isn't going to be released either. It's edited out of the show. I don't even think it's in this episode. But I'll give you the tea behind it anyway. So Danielle gets drunk, of course. And it was right in here where Jenna fights like the random. I don't know if I even have. Wait, let's see. But I can show you guys the fight with the random anyway because it's not going to be released. So let me see if I can find it once again, guys. Hold on. I gotta scroll. Period. Okay. Mink. So here's what really happened. So they escort Patrice escorts Danielle out of the bar. The other random girl's trying to fight with her, and then a mink. So that's really all that kind of happened. She said mink. So period. I'm so glad you guys subscribed to Trauma Queen. Go subscribe to her now. Okay, so let me set this down. Not where I'll step on it either, because I'll cry. Who's the best fighter in season 20? It would be Patrice, Melanie, and Amber. Patrice is probably number 1 still. Then it would be Melanie and Amber. And then Jenna. Sean saved this live. yeah, guys. So, which I know this was such a random, kind of abrupt live, but I figured I would go live. I know, like, I wish you guys could see how cute Mooney's face came out. She looks dusty, like, on this camera, but she came out really cute. And then Chelsea is gonna be cute. I'm gonna paint her after this live because y'all called her ugly. Y'all called her ugly. Got me fucked up. So I just resculpted her, and now I think she's gonna be pretty cute. Hopefully. But yeah. So period, guys. That's really the updates. I am gonna try to fully film Scooby Doo. What? Siri, go away. No. No. Stop. No. What do you mean 1 sec? What are you doing? Stop. Siri, stop.
There's nothing to stop here.
Well, then what are you loading? Don't argue with me, Siri. Don't argue with me. Okay, anyway. So, guys, yeah. Queen Melanie, you guys are going to love this season. You really are. Plus, it being like our first snowy northern season, which will obviously include making snowmen, sledding, maybe skiing. I was thinking about adding in uh some reindeer, but I don't know. We'll have to see. It's gonna be very Christmassy vibe. And I think each episode, like when it's like previously on the Bad Girls Club, which Miss Trauma Queen so wonderfully did for us. Um, I think it's gonna be like that Christmas present getting like ripped open. Siri lied to me and said that it wasn't doing anything, but it literally said 1 second and it was loading. And I'm like, what are you loading? And Siri's like, I'm not doing anything. I'm like, don't you be lying to me. Siri's lying. You're a liar. Liar. You lie. But yeah, it's so I mean, yeah, I don't think there was more to the fight. Let me see. I don't think there was more to the fight. Yeah, that was about it. That's all that was like really recorded of that fight. So it's edited out anyway. You know I've got to have my secret little. Yes, I low key want to record those. Bing. Sean, we need another fight. I'm in a scrapping mood. I can't show you all the fights from BGC, but this one's obviously. Oh, I guess I can give you guys the tea on uh the new TFC episode, which is coming out. They're at like a little campground. But so some fights at TFC. Let me look, because honestly, I feel like I don't remember. We got Gabby versus Mooney. So they get to have so pretty much, guys, if you guys remember the last episode of TFC where they really like square up and like squabble, like someone said Trauma Queen needs to be on TFC TBH. I mean, if she enjoys her experience with BGC and she wants to like play one of the new characters for TFC, I'm definitely down. Her voiceovers be good. Her voiceovers be good. We've got Taylor versus Raina. So Taylor and Raina have a square up squabble again. We've got Ari versus Jacqueline. Oh wait, I mean Alexis, my bad. Alexis, aka Ariana Grande, versus Jacqueline. And I feel like there was one other one. It might be Chelsea versus somebody. But the main people is Taylor versus Raina and Mooney versus Gabby. And then Jacqueline versus. I get nostalgia watching season 15 of BGC. Like, damn. Guys, I know. It's been so long ago. It's crazy. And it feels like I filmed that season, like, I'd say it feels like maybe 4 years ago, but it's been like, because I filmed that, like, when I was in high school. and it's good vibes. I miss it. Plus, like, a lot of my friends were in that, like Katie, who voiced Taylor back in the day, and I wish she would do more voiceovers, but she doesn't wanna. Um, and of course, it's not the same. Like, Taylor's not the same with, a new voice actress. Ugh, I'm always tired. Oh, look, I got, like, the little piggy mask ripped off. Oh, Sean, you still need to give me credit for the Danielle name. Yeah, the Melanie page suggested, like, Danielle Bergarelli for, like, or because originally she was gonna be called Ariel. um, she's over there somewhere, the redhead. But the Melanie page said, like, oh, you should, like, call her Danielle Bergarelli. So now she's Danielle Bergarelli. I hope the Miss Lisa head sculpt doesn't turn out bad. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this head sculpt. Zari versus Gianna. Ooh. I feel like Zari would win. So, like, I don't know. Gianna, she's like around a Jenna level. What the hell is this? Can Melanie slam Zari? She probably couldn't. Zari's just as strong as Patrice, maybe even a little bit quicker too. Speaking of Miss Lisa, what about that Mom series? Mom series comes out next year. So you guys are going to have a whole array of shows, including this girl is going to be your main character for the new Witch series. And look at this, guys. I got little brooms for the Witch show. So that's going to be really cute. I got these cute little brooms. Boop. So I'm just going to repaint this part. But I'm trying to decide, guys. I'm trying to decide. Okay, give me your guys' suggestions. So for the Witch show, I'm not sure which direction I want to go with it. What I'm thinking, I thought Paige was gonna be the main character. She was, but I kind of feel like I've used Paige in like so many things. BGC 17, BGC 19, TFC, Scream. Like Paige has been in so many shows. I kind of like decided to like give a new character a main show. So that's why Emori is gonna be the new main character. I wish I could like get it to zoom in so you could see like their head sculpts because they all have new head sculpts, but it won't work. It won't work. It's being stupid. Hashtag dumb. Okay. Girl, but Chelsea has been in like how many shows, and that's why she ain't getting her own show. Do you see any more upcoming horror movies with Chelsea? No. Chelsea is in TFC, and that's it. Chelsea is not going to be on Bad Girls Club anymore unless we do an all-star battle. She's not in any more horror movies. The only show she's in is TFC. So, plus the upcoming Scream Cult has Mackenzie as the main character. The new Mermaid show, which is also coming out, that has Zari as the main character. So, yes, a plus-sized mermaid, period. The Scooby-Doo series. Yeah, but she's only a side character, and she, like, gets... Well, I don't want to ruin it, but... can we do a Charm School? Yeah, she's a side character, but Melanie was also in there. Many side characters that may or may not get killed off are in Scooby-Doo, but she's still not the main character. So... I'm so ready for one of these to recreate Charm School. Charm School was such an OG reality TV show. And I think, honestly, like... a lot of the problem with, like, a lot of, like, new TV shows... I just wish, like, the girls that they have on these shows, I wish they would be more genuine because it was so funny. Like even BGC, Charm School, Older Love and Hip Hop, like I feel like the girls were more genuine and that's just so much more entertaining, you know, versus like watching them fight and like just put on a show. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully if they brought back Charm School, it would be as entertaining as it used to be and not just be like fight, fight, fight. Let's see. Look at this cute little broom. Hold on. We'll just... So yeah, so I got some witches brooms for the witches show. So that's what I mean. I'm preparing so many shows. Ooh, let's see. I'm waiting for H2O. So the Zari show is kind of like an H2O. You already know all my shows kind of have to have a dramatic twist. And then of course, guys, I'm thinking next year might be the year for the Seven Elements, which is that superhero type of like fantasy show that you guys have heard me talk about many times, where it's like Mother Nature or the Sun Kingdom, like people from the sun, versus like the Water Kingdom. So that show might be coming out. That show might be coming out next year. That one's inspired by Avatar: The Last Airbender / Harry Potter. Oh, let's see. Sincere versus Taylor. Sean, we need Mooney to dress like Regina George. I don't think that's Mooney's style. What are your thoughts about the infamous new Little Mermaid? I'm super excited for it. I honestly think it's really gross how big of a deal people are making about her being black. Like it's a movie. It's not like it's the first time, they've like race swapped a Disney princess for like a live action. Like, hello, the live action Cinderella with Brandy, like that existed. Are we gonna pretend that that didn't happen? Like, I think that Holly has the talent to play the Little Mermaid. She has the beauty to play the Little Mermaid. And honestly, I'm gonna probably go see it in theaters. So eat me, bitch. Yeah. Let's see. Turner Queen said, right, everything's just fights and I'm over it. Honestly, yeah, like it's when these reality TV shows, these bootleg bad girls clubs, like even my show, obviously it has like my show has always had a lot of fights, but it has the character to go with it. And I think that's what a lot of these new shows are missing. They just feel so surface level, they feel so shallow. Like they're entertaining. The fighting's entertaining. Of course, like, I go watch like the Big Lex Baddie Collection fights on YouTube and stuff. Like they're entertaining. It's just, is it connecting with the audience as deep as like Bad Girls Club did? No, I don't think it is, because Bad Girls Club, you got to know, like you felt like you were a part of the beef. You know what I'm saying? Because you kind of like you'd sit down, watch these girls, you got to know them. They all had like such unique personalities. You'd feel connected to certain people, like maybe you felt connected to Rocky or Tiara or Stassi or Megan. Like you'd feel connected to these girls, then you'd be like Team Megan, like with the beefs. Like it kind of like, I don't know, felt more personal. And these newer shows like Baddies Collection or Baddies South or so many off-brand Beggars Club, Baddies South Central, Baddies of Houston, Texas, Baddies Atlanta, like it's too much. And they're all lacking that character. They're all lacking personal development, personal characters. Like you don't really get to know the girls because they're all just trying too hard to like put on a show and be the baddest bitch and like start fights for no reason and just scrap. Like they're all too worried about who can fight more versus whose personality is more unique. And honestly, like the only show, which is, let's see, Sean, I'm mad at you because How many times you said the Melinda show is supposed to come out? Well, I just wrote the Melinda show script, like the actual script. Um, Literally like 3 months ago, maybe two. So, I mean, the Melinda script, it's gonna be filmed at the new Zora High School. So, I mean, once again, like I'm cross using a lot of sets. So once that's built, then I can start releasing Scream Cult, the Melinda show, TFC season 2, like the full season. So yeah, the high school is a very important thing I have to build. Sincere versus Gabby. I think Sincere might win. Agreed, disgusting. What? You said after JFK was finished, sorry you would get jumped? Who? I thought you said once TFK story would get jumped. I mean, Melinda gets jumped on her show. Melinda's not on the TFC show. She might make like an appearance though, but reality shows like baddies insert a place or direction. Exactly. Baddies in my bathtub. Baddies in Canada. Baddies meets Alaska. Like, there's just too many baddies shows. Baddies at the Trump Tower. Like, it's too much. There's too many baddie shows. Like, let's stop. Let's stop. You know, I'd say, okay, out of all these random ass baddie shows, what is, I thought you said after TFC. I don't know what show you're referencing. TFC. So the episode of TFC that's coming out, it's called an intermission episode. So it's a pre-season 2 episode. So TFC is filming. I thought you said after TFC, the girl with purple hair would get jumped. She gets jumped on BGC Camp Bad Girls. Her name's Zari. She gets jumped on Camp Bad Girls. So that's probably what you're referencing. Camp Bad Girls is BGC 21 for my show. That's gonna have like Zari. It's gonna have Gianna, Melinda, a new character named Brittany. It was originally going to have Bren from BGC 16 back, but as you know, I'm not bringing back any old bad girls. So yeah. So Zari does get jumped on that season. But she's not on TFC. Now, who was it? Was either Jacqueline or yeah, I think it's Jacqueline who gets jumped on TFC the new season. But regardless, guys, I think all these shows. Sean, can you give us a backstory of one of your fights? Yeah. I mean, my most infamous one was like in the lunchroom, only because that's the only one I like got suspended for. That one was not very fun though. That one wasn't like a super interesting story. So I can tell you the one time I fought the same dude like 4 different times. So one time there was this dude, he was in my math class, and this honestly, a lot of my fights either stemmed from someone being racist towards me or someone trying to like liking one of my friends who are female and trying to like clown me to like impress her, even though it's like obviously I'm her friend, so like what makes you think clowning me is gonna impress her? Weird bitch. But anyway, so there's this one dude in my math class, and he liked one of my friends, and so like he was trying to like I don't know, like play around with me, but like being real rough, like in front of her, like trying to show her he's a manly man, which he was like, he was kind of chunky, and then he was probably a good like 6'2". So I guess he thought like I was an easy target. So like he was kind of like playing around with me, and then all of a sudden he like straight up starts like punching me in the chest, like I don't know if he had bad aim. I don't know what he was trying to do, but he was like boom, 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 like hitting me in the chest. So I just simply minked. I like reached right over, popped him right in the mouth, and like it was like I punch really hard. So because like I took boxing and like self-defense classes for like a few years. So like I've learned to like really punch hard and like accurate. So I punched him like directly in the mouth so hard that like it made the loudest pop and like the whole classroom got quiet. Like everyone just like they just heard a boop and he like was just holding his mouth like in shock. And I'm like, bitch, like duh, what exactly? Like what did you think? Like so you're punching me in the chest, like being weird. So I popped him in the mouth. And then I just kind of stood there because, like, I figured he was going to, like, start swinging back. So I just kind of waited and he just walked away and, like, started spitting out blood because his mouth was bleeding. And he was like, "You're lucky. You're lucky." And I'm like, "Okay, bitch. Like, I guess I'm lucky." So anyway, but it didn't stop there. So a few other times he tried it again after that. I don't know if he felt like embarrassed. That was embarrassing. I don't know what happened. So we were in line at lunch and I'm trying to get my sub. Now my school had really good food. I'm not even gonna lie. Can I see Taylor's new look? My school had really good food. Let's see. My camera won't focus right now. I don't it's being weird, but you can't really see. They all look doosty on here, but she's got her orange skin tone back. Woo! Yeah, he said you're lucky. I was like, no, you're lucky. Like I could make that face real lumpy. But anyway, so he came back again. We were in lunch line and he was standing behind me and he started like talking slick again. So I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, shut up. And I don't know how I didn't get suspended for this one because it was right in front of the lunch ladies, but they didn't care. So like he starts shoving me from behind. So I turn around and I like grab him by the neck. Ugh. Like I just grabbed his neck and I just shoved him back and like into people. And I'm like, bro, back the fuck up. Like I'm like, stop fucking touching me. And so he like tries to grab me. So I throw him again. And like everyone's like, oh, and like they thought a fight was gonna go down, but then he stopped again. So I'm like, okay, like, all right, I guess he's done. So I got my sub, ate my food, and like sat at my lunch table. Nothing else happened after that. Then there's like, now this is the little fight zone at my school, because for some reason the teachers like don't go over there. It's like this weird hallway with like stairs, and it's next to a courtyard. So like it's just kind of out of the way. I was standing on the stairs in this area and he comes the fuck up again. And he was like, like I didn't want to hurt you in the classroom and blah blah blah. I'm like, you can't hurt me, but I'm like, bro, like if you want to swing, just swing. So he like is like in my face and I'm like back up and he like gets close to me. So once again, because I have like this danger zone, like I don't let people get in my face. So once he got too close, I kind of like back in the day, my favorite thing to do was the little like throat mush, like boom. So I like throat mushed him back, and like he comes back and like tries to grab me. So I grabbed his shirt and went boom, and like I popped him in the face again. And then like people, my friends were there, so they're like, no, 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 and they like try to get in the middle, and I like doubled up my fist and I was about to punch him again. And they're like, Sean, no. And so like they pulled us apart again. And I was like, he just wants smoke. He keeps coming back. I'm gonna keep popping him again. So anyway, after that, like he didn't talk to me again. And then there's this weird thing they like to do at my school. Like if you beat them up, they like to give you like a handshake. And he popped up in the classroom like this was like the end of that school year. Yeah, I honestly I didn't like I if I was like blacked out angry, I would have beat him in, but honestly I was really trying not to because on like guys, when I tell you like I was like a little nerd, I wanted the perfect attendance award, which I did not get because I got suspended. But um the one time that I did like black out and like keep swinging was the infamous fight where I actually got suspended because the dude like once again was trying to impress another girl, and it wasn't the same dude either. It was a different dude. I didn't even know his name at the time, and he was trying to like impress my friend Maddie. And so he was like, "I'll beat you up." Cause like, okay, like who are you? Why are you sitting at our lunch table? So he was sitting at our lunch table. She didn't like him, so she's sitting by me and we're ignoring him and he's being creepy. Can you save the live? Yeah, I'll save the live. So he's being creepy. He's just sitting there like staring. And me and her were playing this little like hand game. You know, like the one where it's like you try to like I don't like do you know what I mean? No. Like you try to slap the other person's hand. Like the person below tries to like So like we were doing that, and I think that like enraged him because we were touching hands. How dareth thy touch his woman, his maiden? But yeah, he was weird. So he like literally reaches his caveman bulgy bubbly ass fingers across the table and he mushes my food. Like he must have bubbled up with rage because we weren't talking to him and we had the Oh, so you're talking about the down low to slow game. I think that's what it is. Yeah. Like you just you try to like hit their hand but they move. But he got so enraged that I was touching my friend's hands and he liked her even though she thought he was oogly. He was oogly. He was built like Shrek. And she was like, "No, fam." And so he reaches over, starts like smushing my food with his grubby ass, like bulgy hands. He had like weird thick hands. And I'm like, "Oh, hell no." So I'm like, "Get the fuck off." Like, one thing you don't do is play with my food. Especially, I had bought cookies that day. I bought cookies. I used my money and I bought me some cookies. So it was going to be a good day. I was looking cute that day too. Like I wore my contacts. Like I wish I could show you the picture cuz like my tooth did go through my lip in that fight. But like I had to pull my lip off my tooth cuz I have like really sharp canine teeth, I guess. And I guess in the fight when I got punched in the mouth, my canine tooth went into my lip and was stuck. Like my lip was jammed on it. So it was fun, but um anyway, I was like, "Get the fuck out of here." Like, and he was like, "Oh, language." I'm like, "Okay, like, no, fuck off." And so he's like, "I'll beat you up." So I was like, "Do it." Gotta keep that energy, y'all. Don't let people punk you. So he was like, "I'll beat you up." I was like, "Do it." So he walks around the table. So I get up. Number one rule: if someone's walking up on you, don't stay sitting. Don't be a punk. Get the fuck up. So I stood up. And I didn't even know, like, honestly, we didn't really know him. So I didn't know if he was joking or not. So I kind of, like, was taking it as a joke. But I still stood up because you're not about to stand over me. So I stood up. And, like, I got up and I was like, "What's up? Like, what you want to do?" And so he stands there and he does this weird, I don't even know what the fuck he does. Like he did this weird ass like neck slap to me. Like he hit me in the neck. So like and it really didn't hurt like that like weird neck slap thing. I kind of like so I thought he was still playing cuz who slaps somebody in the neck? So like I playfully minked him back. Like I gave him a little slap back and my finger got caught on his glasses. So it flung his glasses into the garbage can. And he got this weird look on his face. Grandpa Sean. Right? Like, how you gonna karate chop me in the neck? The fuck? And his glasses went in the garbage can because we were standing next to the garbages. And he like looked rageful and he was like, go get him. And I'm like, no, like, no. Literally, that's what I looked at him. I'm like, no, like, ew. And he just stood there. Like, he stood there with this weird look on his face. And I was like, hello, Earth to whatever your name is. Like, you good? And he didn't say anything. So I was like, okay, like, bye. Like, so I went to like turn back to the table and he just, boom, sucker punched me. And that's what, like, that was the punch that made my little canine tooth go through my lip. But the truth is, I didn't feel anything. Like, it didn't hurt. It didn't like confuse me. It didn't like knock me out. Like, it just, my brain like turned off all pain sensors and like it felt like it was slow motion, like just a little punch. And honestly, it was a hard punch. Like, I could feel it in my soul, but it didn't hurt. And in my head, I was like, did this bitch just punch me? Like, I was like, I know he didn't just punch me. I know he didn't just punch me. But like, that was in my head. Like, I thought I stood there confused for a moment, as in, like, I know he didn't just punch me. And honestly, I raged because I didn't remember anything after that. So my friend had to fill me in. She was coming out of gym just as I went on the assault. So little did he know that I was about to mink 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 his world because yeah, he punched me in the mouth. I thought I stood there for a moment and then I just didn't remember what happened after that. So I'll tell you what I remember first. I remember him punching me. Like, I thought I just stood there like confused, like I know he didn't hit me. And then all of a sudden, I remember hearing my twin sister scream, like, Sean! Like, she just screamed it across the lunchroom. And that was like the voice that like brought me back to reality. And when my vision came into focus, because like everything was black, like I saw nothing. And like when my vision came into focus, I saw like I had pulled him down by his neck. Like, I wrapped my hand around his neck and pulled him down, and I was just punching the bleep out of his face. And all you could hear was those punches. Like, I heard her scream, and then I just heard like me punching him so hard in the face. And like then she'd grab my shirt and I just let him go. So that's what I remembered. Like, I thought I had stood there. I didn't remember if I won the fight, lost the fight. I was like, I don't remember what happened. I'm confusion. Like, and my friend, she was trying to pull me off apparently. So what she said happened was she came out of she came out of her gym class. She was carrying her stuff. And she said as soon as she came out the door, she saw him punch me in the face. And she's like, I knew you, so I threw my stuff down and went to grab you. And she said you instantly like punched him about 7 times in the face before anyone even grabbed you. And I was like, I didn't remember none of that. She was like, you were punching him so fast and you could like hear the punches across the lunchroom. So like, I guess I had like instantly just grabbed him and just started going boom, 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 and just pounded his face in. And I didn't remember none of it. And then, let me tell you, because you guys already know, I went to a racist ass school. And even though he punched me first, and and that's the crazy thing. Like, I punched him 7 times before anyone grabbed me, but she said that her, Maddie, and then my sister all tried to pull me off of him, and they're like, we couldn't get you off of him. Like, until my twin sister screamed my name, like, I was just zoned out, like, mink, 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 and he was trying to, like, punch me, like, up, like, he was trying to uppercut, but he couldn't reach my face because I pulled his neck down, so, like, he was at such a weird angle, and I was just like, boop, 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 boop. Like, he couldn't reach my face, so he punched me in the titties, and I actually had a swollen nipple after the fight funny enough, because he kept punching me in the man boob. Like, he kept punching my boob. So I was like, oh my God, like, ow, why does like my nipple hurt? And I had a swollen nipple because he kept punching me in the, like, he couldn't reach my face. Which is funny because he was taller than me, but because I pulled him down so far, like, he couldn't reach my face anymore. And yeah, he punched up my boob. But I made his mouth bleed once again. And that's the thing about me. Every time I've ever gotten into a fight, I've made him bleed. So I know these punches be hard as hell. And I haven't had to fight in a while. But I'm always not worried because I know I got them hands. That's all I'm saying. Like, they bleed every time I fight them. But they learn their lesson. And the funny thing is, so hold on, I forgot to say. Anyway, back to like, yeah, I went to like a racist high school, so they instantly assumed because I'm black that I was the aggressor, even though he punched me first. So the first thing they do is they come over there and they go right to me. Like they walk past him and come to me and they're like, "You, come with us." And I'm like, "Okay," like, and that's when I realized my lip was stuck on my tooth. Because I was like, why can't I move my bottom lip? Like, it feels funny and it was stuck to my tooth, so I had to literally grab my lip and like pull it off of my tooth. But um yeah, so they came after me, but luckily my friends had my back and they all like went to the office and was like, he hit him first. Like he was defending himself. And then you guys know my grandparents went up there. My grandma like tore into the principal like um pretty much saying like, oh, like he had to defend himself and you guys like want to suspend him and blah blah blah, like, and we could sue this kid. Hi, I don't know what you're talking about, but you're talking about the racist school. Yeah, I'm talking about how I got punched in the face first, but then I beat the kid up, but then the school went after me because they were racist. Gotta protect their little white boy. But regardless, after that day, they knew that I could fight because I had always like fought really quietly, like off in the corners. No, we didn't sue. Um, I only got suspended for a few days, and honestly, my grandparents were really nice to me. And it's funny because the school thought like they really thought they ate because they were like, "Well, you have to call home or we can," and I was like, "I'll call home." And I was like, "Hey, like, grandma, I got yeah, that girl, her name was Jessica. Hence the name. I'm suspended right now. And so I called home. I'm like, Grandma, I just got into a fight. And she was like, Did you win? And I'm like, Yeah. And she's like, Okay, I'll come pick you up. That was it. Like, y'all thought you were going to get me in trouble? Period. He did get suspended too. In fact, he got suspended and then he didn't come back to I don't know if he was like worried or what, but he didn't come back to school for like longer than his suspension. Like he was out for a while. Like, I'm not going to beat you up again, baby boy. Just don't touch me. Now, here's the funny thing that happened after that though. So the bus was full on our way back to school. Every seat was full but mine, and he ended up getting like he had to sit next to me because I was the only seat. So I was sitting at like an angle because I didn't know if he was gonna want like round two, and I'm sure he didn't. So I sat at like an angle, like ready to go. I was like, okay. To be honest, you should have went to a different school. Yeah, I probably should have. My school is right next to Flint. Like if you guys know Flint, Michigan. Flint obviously wouldn't have been racist, but I was closer. The two schools that I was on the borderline of, both of them would have kind of been racist, to be honest. It was Oxford High School. And yes, you guys know Oxford High School is the one that just had the school shooting last year. So that was one school I could have went to, or Lapeer High School. Those were my two choices. I was right on I was on the school of choice line for both, and I was going to go to Oxford High School, but I failed my driver's test. So I wasn't able to drive myself to school, so I ended up having to go to Lapeer. Which I had a lot of friends, but oh my god. And then his friend turned against him too, because his friend kept sitting at our lunch table. We're like, who are you? Like, do I have to fight you next? And his friend was even bigger. But his friend was like, yeah, you destroyed him. But are you from Baltimore, Maryland? Because that's where I'm from. I'm from Michigan. North of Detroit, next to Flint. Flint, Michigan. Yeah, I gave him that mink, mink, mink. There was another time I got into a fight. That one was more recent. I think it was like 2018, maybe. I mean, you guys already know I fought my ex too. And somehow my nipple gets injured in like all the fights I'm in. I don't know. I just have bad luck. Like the first time he punched me in the nipple multiple times. The next time I put the dude in the headlock and he bit my nipple. So it's like, stop injuring my fucking nipples. Leave my nipples alone. Tell us about the ex story because I'm bored. Okay, so one time, obviously my ex was a dude, because I wouldn't fight a female, but my ex, okay, so it started, I think I remember your ex story, yeah. So we were like sitting on the bed, arguing. I forgot what it was. Honestly, first of all, I don't really use, because didn't you beat him up? Yes, I did beat him up too. Like I said, everyone's always thought I was an easy target, but I came from like a very strong family. So I was raised by a Vietnam veteran, and my hands are bisexual. They go, my hands would go both gender. Like if like a girl came at me with like a knife or something, mink, mink, mink. Like, I'm not getting stabbed. Sorry, punch. Like, or if someone's like, if girls jump my sister, mink, mink, mink. Like that's it. Like that's the only like real, or like if a group of girls were attacking my like sister or my grandma, like I think I would black out rage on them. That's about it. Like I would protect my family and I would protect myself from any weapons. Like if you come at me with an axe, a pickaxe, a knife, a car, like if a girl tried to run me over with a car, poop, I'm popping her. But that's about it. Did you put your ex in the sink? I didn't put my ex in the sink, but I put them in like a hole in my bed because we broke my bed when we fought on it. So I'm ghetto. What can I say? So anyway, we were arguing. So back in the day, people like still used Facebook. I was moving towards Instagram at that time. Like, um, I didn't really use Facebook anymore. I started Facebook when I was in like 8th grade, and that was in like 2010, 2011. Um, and I didn't really use it much. But anyway, there was this dude who used to like my pictures on Facebook. And that was back in like 2015, 2016, and this was around like 2017, 2018. So it was a few years later. But he was going through my Facebook and he's like, who's this? Who's this? Why is this like, first he was being shady about it, which was really like, I hate when people are indirect. I'm a very direct person and I hate when people are shady or like think they're being slick. And he kept throwing little like slick things. Like he was like, because we had gone on like a really cute, nice date to like a carnival. And I was like, oh, I'm having so much fun. And I forgot the dude's name. We'll just say this other dude who was like in my picture. We'll say his name's Lewis. And he kept saying, oh, I bet you'd have fun with Lewis. And I'm like, what? Like at first I was confused. Like, what are you talking about? Because mind you, the dude Lewis was liking my pictures from like 2015. So it was years ago. I forgot about it. But he had been creeping through my Facebook at that time and was finding these likes from 2015 and making it a problem. So like he did that all fucking night. We went to like dinner and it was, oh, like I bet you'd have fun at dinner with Lewis. Like shut up. So, anyways, he came over that night and it was like we started arguing about it. And finally I had enough. So I blocked him on my Facebook right to his face. I'm so glad there's going to be a girl with long pink hair. Yes. Demetra, I think, was going to be her name. I have to double check what I named her. But I am going to design her shortly. But anyway. So, yeah, right to his face, I blocked him. I was like, all right, you're like getting on my nerves. Stop going through this looking for problems. And I'm like, blocked him right to his face. And he's like, oh, really? Like, he got mad. So, like, we started bickering. And honestly, like, it was so many years ago now. Like, I don't remember the whole argument anymore. But all I know is, like, he got mad to the point where... Can we get insight on that after the story? Yes. He kicked me in the chest into my headboard. Like, because we were sitting there, and boom, he just kicked me into the chest. Let's see. People keep leaving because... Hold on. People keep leaving because you just keep telling stories and not answering their questions. I was trying to sell my question, but you didn't answer me. I mean, I see most of the comments. There's really not that many questions, though. Like, scrolling. I literally don't really see any questions. I don't even see your question in there. I think when you told us this story, it was around BGC 17/18. I was going to say, nobody's really asking questions. I just scrolled way up. The last questions I see, I answered. Scrolling up. The last one I see from you is Emery versus Taylor, which Taylor would win. Other than that, you were the last question. There's literally no other questions that I see. Yeah, literally no questions. But Taylor would beat Emery. Because Emery is only like a medium level. But anyway, yeah, so I got kicked into the headboard. So then I elbowed him in the stomach. And then I have that bad habit of sitting back and like waiting. She never saw when I said Jacqueline versus Patrice. Let's go. Still scrolling. Still don't see it. I still see Emery versus Taylor. Jacqueline versus Patrice. It would be Patrice. Melanie versus Chelsea. I mean, we've kind of had Melanie versus Chelsea multiple times. So we kind of know already that it's like close to a tie. Melanie tends to get the upper hand though. Patrice is beating Jacqueline. Yeah, Patrice would beat Jacqueline, even though Jacqueline does have hands. But who, by the way, name her? I would have to Yanalin or Yana. I mean, that's a cute name. Yana Banana. No. Let's see. Thoughts on Rolly versus Natalie and Scotty at the reunion. I'm glad Rolly beat Natalie's ass. Cause honestly, Natalie got too used to like her security saving her that she just really felt like she was that bad bitch. And the fact that they really put her like squinty blackened eye in the screen like all over it, like was just so funny. And you could tell her feelings were hurt. The way she sat in the back room with those cheap ass sunglasses on. Ooh, you know Natalie's like ego was broken. Yikes. In fact, actually, guys, I redid the list of fighters. Hold on. Let me see. I sent it to somebody, so let me show you guys so I can go over like because you guys know the fight list changes as people like get into fights. Um, here it is. Okay. So, level 1. Bianca can't beat Taylor, but she can slam her. Can we have a round 2 between Bianca and Taylor? Because I feel like Bianca can actually beat Taylor. So Bianca could beat Taylor on TFC, but once Taylor does like the boxing and stuff, then Taylor could beat Bianca like punching wise. But Bianca is a big girl. It was giving Cyber Chase. I saw that meme. It was yikes. Okay. I know Natalie was EP, yet they showed her getting beat up. You just know they were like being shady. The way they edited that in there. Okay, so level 1, Melinda. Level 2 high is Patrice and Zari. So they're a high level 2. Medium, Melanie, Jacqueline, Amber. Now this is a low 2, so we're still in the 2s. Bianca, Jenna, Chelsea, Phoebe, Megan, and Gianna. So, now let me explain how this works, because I know like I know a lot of people get confused. They think like if you're in a low level 2, that automatically means everyone up here can beat you. It means most of the time they can, but sometimes they might tie with you. A high level 2 is more likely to beat a low level 2 versus medium. So like Melanie and Chelsea might tie a lot because they're really close in levels. Jacqueline and Chelsea, Jacqueline and Bianca, Jenna and Amber are close, but they're just a little bit more skilled than these ones. So that's where we're at right now. Once you go down a full level, like level 3, most likely level 2 is going to beat level 3. So, yes, Melanie has leveled down a little bit, unfortunately. Okay, so now we're in level 3, this is high level 3. We got Taylor, Malaysia, who's from BGC 17, Cassandra, Brooke, Danielle, which is the red-haired one, Emery, Alicia, which is the twin, Sincere, Raina, Mooney, Gabby, Star, Claire from BGC 16, Anastasia, BGC 15, and Sabrina. So that's level 3 high. So, yeah, Sabrina, you already know. Sabrina can, like, mink Melanie, but Melanie usually overpowers her in the end. All right, level 3 medium, we've got JoJo. So she's moved up, and you guys will see in BGC 20, she's a bodybuilder now. She's definitely very strong, so she moves up. Victoria, Jupiter, Shelby, Danielle with the green dress. Yeah, Paige is not like the best fighter. She definitely gets handled by Bianca 90% of the time. Which Paige used to be a level 4, so she's actually moved up since BGC 19. Savannah, Rael, Chloe. So Chloe and Paige are in the same level, hence why they almost tie every single time they fight. Kenya, Adriana from BGC 15, Bren from BGC 16, Amanda from BGC 18, Mackenzie the child who beat up Ariana, and I have Victoria in there twice. Mabayan. All right, this one's low. So that was medium. Now we're in low 3. Taryn, Morgan from BGC 20, Skylar, Brianna from BGC 15, Holly, Nastasha, Hannah, Mackenzie from BGC 20, Tara from Exit Labs. She's the new character. Now we're in level 4. So now we're into like an average fighter, just like might know how to throw some punches, probably won't win against most of these girls. Bailey from BGC 20, Morgan, BGC 17, Jessica and Bree from BGC 16, Destiny from BGC 18, Stella, and Sophia. So Stella's in here, the pink-haired one. Sophia, the new character. Low, level 4, Olivia and Kitty. So Kitty can't really fight. And then Olivia, we already know, she's not the scrappiest girl in the world. And of course, level 5, Serenity and Alexis. So yes, Olivia, now your question has been answered. Olivia can most definitely beat Serenity and Alexis. Kitty can also beat Serenity and Alexis, but would get beat by most other characters. So that's the updated fight log as of right now. So we get to see some names thrown back. Look how many characters there are, though. Malaysia. How is Alexis not able to fight and she's a 5? Because 5's the lowest level that you can be. Level 5 is the bottom of the level. It means you can't really defend yourself. Someone said Taylor is a low 2. Sometimes, Taylor would definitely be pretty close to a level 2 low, but most likely these characters could beat Taylor. Like Chelsea has beaten Taylor many times, so that's why she's down here. Gianna could probably beat Taylor. Bianca, if they really squared up, could probably take Taylor down. Jenna, the newest character for BGC 20, could probably beat Taylor. So that's why Taylor's here, but she is, I mean, she's still a high 3. So the top 1 fighter, you guys already know who number 1 is. Because Patrice is not a level 1. Melinda is a level 1. Level 1 is Melinda. Melinda is her own level. Patrice is a level 2. She, on a normal human scale, would probably start at a level 2. That's Patrice and Zari. They are the 2 strongest normal characters right now. Because Melinda, you guys already know, is like not even like technically a human. She's her own species. You'll learn that in her Melinda series. She's a special type of person. She's her own race, her own species, her own Melinda. She's like the Hulk. So that's why she's in her own category. Then, because Melinda's a giant. She's got the giant gene. It's a rare gene. In fact, Melinda's right over here. Mr. Cookie is not on here because this is like pretty much girls. Like the girl BGC type of fighting stuff. Miss Melinda. I mean, Melinda has the giant gene, so she's literally her own type of person. She's not like a normal human being. She's in a giant descent. So that's why she can mink anybody. So Melinda's got, yeah, she's got the giant gene. That's why she's a level 1. She's her own person. On a human level, Patrice and Zari, as of right now, are the top fighters out of like normal people. Then it would come down to Melanie, Jacqueline, Amber. And the reason Jacqueline was a originally she was a like upper 3, like high 3, but she moved up a level or two because she keeps winning her fights. So that's why Jacqueline has moved up. You guys already know this isn't like this list can change depending on like their fights, how they turn out. They can move up, they can move down. Hence why Melanie has moved down. She would be up here with them, but yeah, she has moved down to a medium because she has mellowed out. You will see. So who will all be on let's see. Let me save this down. I keep hitting the off button. Okay, so who will be on TFC? So honestly, as you guys know, TFC is called the BGC spinoff because I am going to try to write in all of the BGC characters. That includes JoJo, Anastasia, Chloe, Serenity. I'm gonna try to bring everybody back. I obviously there's so many bad girls at this point. I can't just overload a season with them, so I have to bring them back gradually. Season 2 will have like Patrice, Brooke, Bree from BGC 16, Jessica. It's gonna have Anastasia, JoJo, and yes, most of the beefs that you saw on BGC is being rewrote into TFC, which means you probably will get a Taylor versus Bianca fight where they actually do square up. You're gonna get the Patrice Bianca type of fight. You're gonna get Raelle. So most of the fights will be rewrote into TFC, just like the Chelsea Taylor beef played out. The Jacqueline Bianca beef, which wasn't very shown on BGC 19, but they did have a little beef. That was wrote into Taylor needs to run her fade with Alexis. Yeah, she does. I think Taylor should mink Alexis. Alexis tries to change a little bit though. Patrice versus Zari, that one does happen. That's the only reason I haven't filmed, because I know a lot of you guys have requested Patrice versus Zari, but that fight does happen on TFC because Patrice is a villain at first on this season. I'm not going to lie. She does start out, because you guys know Patrice was a bully in high school. So Patrice does start out as a villain, but she does end up team Cassandra in the end. Just like Bianca was a villain technically in season 1, but she's gonna be team Cassandra in season 2. So Bianca's going to, yes, Taryn and Patrice's beef will also be on TFC. How many episodes for BGC 20? It's 10 episodes. Yeah, Bianca and Kay actually become friends, which is gonna be funny. Can I see Zari, please? Let me see where she's at. I think, is she in here? I've been moving Zari around because I'm actually redoing her. I just gave her a new head sculpt, so I don't know where she's at right now. Also, guys, I am going to be posting some people to my Etsy shop. I'm going to be selling this older Amori figure from the Easter Bunny one, if anyone's interested. Let's see. Can we have more jump scenes and sneak attacks and more brutal bloody fights? So there is a jump. So okay, so Jacqueline gets jumped, but then Cassandra jumps in, like, because she sees it happen. So Olivia has a Mean Girls group. She has Patrice, a girl named Rachel, who's a new character, a girl named Emma, who's a new character. She has Raelle. Amori was a level 3, I think medium. She has like a few girls, and like Jacqueline kind of like goes off on them. They end up fighting. They kind of jump her, and then we need Olivia to bring out the. Wait, so Kay fights Patrice. Yes. Kay fights Patrice. Bianca fights Patrice. And then Zari fights Patrice too. So now you know Patrice is going to tear him up. Most of them. Like, even though Kay can fight, you know Patrice is gonna give her that mink mink. And we know that Patrice and Bianca are close, but Patrice is gonna take down Bianca too. And that's when Zari steps in, because we know Zari is a strong girl. We know she's got them hands. So Paige isn't on the witch show anymore, guys. So okay, here's what happened. So Paige was gonna be the star of the witch show. However, I wanted to give some new characters the chance to like get known, especially because like Amori isn't supposed to be on like BGC or anything, so she's really not on a show. So I actually gave the show to Amori. So because I feel like Paige has been on like a lot of shows. Same with like Chelsea, like the Melanie Page said. A lot of the old characters have been on. I wonder how Zari can fight. I mean, you guys have seen Zari fight Bianca. So she tore Bianca up. But anyway, so yeah, Amori's gonna be on there. So the stars, I'm trying to give the new characters like their own show. So Amori's gonna be the witch, and then her friend's gonna be Reina and Zari. So, and then there's gonna be one new girl. She's gonna be a red-haired girl with glasses. I haven't decided her name yet. Yeah, Zari's the one that body slammed Bianca, just like Patrice, but she like lifted her up and just threw her. So that's who fights Patrice. So it's gonna be a very violent fight. Name the girl with long pink hair. Ariane? Maybe. I had a name picked out for that girl. I just have to like see what I named her. How many episodes for TFC season 2? 8 episodes again, plus this intermission episode, which would make it 9. Watch TFC Zari versus Bianca. You should do a Bad Boys Club. Maybe. But I've got so many shows coming out. I feel like BGC kind of fills up my reality spot. Let's see. I've never seen Taylor jump into a fight for her friends. Yeah, I mean, Taylor's not really a jump hoe. Like, if her friends are winning, she won't jump into the fight. I think, like, obviously, like, if girls were jumping Chelsea, of course, Taylor would jump in. Are the twins going to be on BGC 20? No, the twins were someone's custom order. So the twins aren't actually my characters. When's the trailer airing for BGC 20? There will be a longer trailer next month. Plus the episode, like probably at the end of November. Right in time for the holidays. I really want you guys to have the episode 1 of BGC by Thanksgiving. So you guys can watch it on like your holiday break, eat your Thanksgiving food, enjoy some BGC, get ready for the Christmas mood. So it's going to be really good. What level is Amori? She is a medium level 3. So she's in the middle. Bruh. After I got sick, my hair is falling out. I was so sick, guys. Would you ever bring Rowan on TFC? Probably. I don't know if she'd play like a significant part, but what happened to the Loud Sisters? They just quit BGC. They were inspired by Annalise. What was the other girl's name? Anna and her sister, the twins from BGC 15. So they were inspired by them. Emery versus Patrice. Patrice would definitely beat Emery up. When Patrice was beating Bianca for the 3rd time, it looked like Bianca was doing a cartwheel. Yeah, she had her cartwheeling. Jamie and Jazz. No, not Jamie and Jazz. It was the twins that went home early but they were kind of loud. Like they talked loud and they talked like this, like really nasally. Jessica and Anna, that was the girls. I actually really liked them. I don't think Bad Girls Club was for them, but I did like them. We need to see Mother Melinda. We need to see Mother Melinda more fighting. Melinda's episode, she gets she gets jumped her first episode. So Melinda's show will have a lot of fights. Melinda's comics always had fights, so her show, of course, is going to have a lot of fights too. But my comic series I'm bringing to life, the Mom series has longer episodes. They're probably about 15 minutes roughly. I wrote 4 of those episodes, but like Exit Labs, the Melinda series, the first episode's long, but I'm gonna try to keep them a little shorter so I can upload them to TikTok. We need a Melinda Gets Married special. You know she's gonna kidnap someone and make them marry her. I can't wait to give you guys the Melinda series. Like, I've been really sad that I haven't been able to like film as many like Melinda looks busted from her last fight. Ooh. It won't focus on me. Yes, there's gonna be dude fights. Are we gonna have Chelsea's show with drama? Chelsea doesn't have her own show, but on TFC, Chelsea definitely. Do they have new hair? No. Nope, they have this. I mean, Taylor has a new hair color. It's an in between of that neon yellow she used to have and like natural blonde. So it's a very yellowish blonde. So it's a brand new color and it looks pretty cute. Yeah, Chelsea gets her own storyline on TFC. So season 1 really focused on obviously Cassandra a little bit. Taylor, which it still never dived too deep into their backstories, but you'll learn more as time goes on. Who else? And then kind of like Jacqueline's drama with Stella. Season 2 is going to really dig into Gabby, Chelsea, a little bit of Ariana, aka Alexis, and Bianca. And then, of course, the side dramas, obviously. So it's going to be juicy. What level is Patrice? So, guys, I went here. I'll show you guys again because I went over the levels. I read through them all. So I read through the levels. Level 1's Melinda. Level 2, high, is Patrice Zari. Level 2, medium, Melanie, Jacqueline, Amber. Level 2, low, Bianca, Jenna, Chelsea, Phoebe, Megan, and Gianna. And no, the names are not in order either. It's just, they're just there. Level 3, high, is Taylor, Malaysia, Cassandra, Brooke, Danielle with the red hair, Emery, Alicia, Sincere, Raina, Mooney, Gabby, Star, Claire, Anastasia, Sabrina. Level 3, medium, JoJo, Victoria, Jupiter, Shelby, Danielle with the green dress, Paige, Savannah, Rael, Chloe, Kenya, Adriana, Bryn, Amanda, Mackenzie, the child one, Victoria. Yeah, Cassandra's not, because honestly, Cassandra kind of lost her fight with Bianca, who's the low level 2, and Cassandra's a high 3. I think that Cassandra kind of like came off as like a top fighter because she is very big. Like she's 5'10". So she's a big girl. Plus, in the new episode, she's wearing heels. Yay! So she's first time ever Cassandra's gonna have heels, so she's extra tall now. Now she's a good like 6'4". So she's almost Patrice sized right now in heels. But she doesn't fight in this next episode, so. Is Taylor's on top? Taylor's hair on top is very blonde. No, her hair on top, she has brown. My camera won't focus, but she has brown roots, and then it goes to like a blonde. So it's brown roots to blonde, because if you guys didn't know, Taylor dyes her hair. She's actually a brunette because, yeah, Taylor is part Mexican. She's white and Mexican. So, yeah, Taylor dyes her hair. That's why she has dark eyebrows, because she has brown hair. Same with Cassandra. Cassandra actually has brown hair too. Cassandra's mom's a natural blonde, but she is not. No, she didn't whoop her. It was almost a tie, but Bianca won. In the first fight, Bianca definitely got many more punches. The second fight was definitely closer to a tie. She's mixed with Mexican and what else? Mexican and white. Her dad is white. Her mom is Mexican. So that's why Taylor like tans a lot and like spray tans, because because she's mixed, she's actually like pretty fair skinned. But she wants to be tan like her mom. So that's why she's got her spray tan going. So yeah, Taylor does have brown hair. She has lighter skin. So that's why she spray tans, because she wants to be darker like her mom. Because her mom has nice tan skin. Okay. But what is basically saying Bianca destroyed her, and that didn't happen. Bianca got her good, and I also respect your opinion. Who said she whooped? Oh, Yasmin said, I forgot Bianca whooped her. Yeah, Bianca didn't whoop her, but she did get the upper hand. She definitely snatched Kate up. Her dad is what? Her dad is white. Taylor's dad is white. Trying to think where. I think her dad, I'm pretty sure, is originally from Chicago. Her mom is from California. Hence, the dad moved to California. That's how he met her mom. That's how little baby Taylor was born, in California. So, yeah, Taylor is mixed. She is Hispanic, aka Mexican, and white. Which, that's what's funny is, like, she was inspired by Rocky from BGC 10, which, if you guys don't know, Rocky's mixed with, like, I forgot what she was. Puerto Rican, Native American, white, and something else. So Taylor was, like, inspired by her, but she's Mexican. Sean, who do you think would win? Sean shows or Patrice? I mean, I could just erase her out of existence, but if Patrice was a real person, she'd probably give me a good run for my money, for sure. Patrice was inspired by Stassi, Erica from BGC 10, or no, BGC 9. Let's see. Yeah, I would get some punches on Patrice for sure, but Patrice would probably ragdoll me around. Who do you think won, Chelsea or Bianca? I think Chelsea won personally. I think it was a tie at first because they got the same amount of hits at first. When they went to the ground, though, Chelsea like had her hair but wrapped her leg around and then was like mink mink to the top of her head. So technically, Chelsea did get more hits in. Is the Melanie show coming back? Yes. The only reason it hasn't come back yet is I'm not sure exactly what direction I want to go with it yet. Because I still want it to feel like very funny and like random like it used to, but I want it to have more structure and storyline. So I'm really just trying to figure out where I want to go with that storyline. So that's why it's on pause right now. But it will come back eventually. Cassandra or Jacqueline? Jacqueline would win, but Cassandra wouldn't go down without a fight. Let's see. Did Chelsea's punches connect? Not all of them, but most of them at the end did. It was hitting Bianca like in her ponytail area, like right on the back of her head. So it's not like it was really doing too much, but most of them did connect. Which is true. Like, if you guys ever slow down, like do slow-mos of my fight, not all the punches connect. Like, I try to make the fights as realistic as possible. So you'll see, like, in fights, they'll be swinging, and some of them will connect perfectly, some of them will miss. Like, there's a lot of details in every single fight. So if Bianca can kind of tie with Chelsea, can she put up a good fight with Melanie? Yes. So Bianca might even put up a better fight with Melanie only because she's bigger. Which, I mean, with Melanie, she does have different strategies to take down people of different sizes. But she wouldn't be able to take Bianca down as easy as she could Chelsea because Chelsea is smaller. Like, Chelsea is 5'4", 5'3", while Bianca's 5'8", and Melanie's like 5'3", 5'4", too. So Zari or Melanie, Zari would win because she honestly could pick Melanie up and like body slam her. Which you will see Patrice technically does do to Melanie on BGC 20. She does slam Melanie. So you guys will see. Sean, who would win, Chelsea or Phoebe? Phoebe could take Chelsea down, but Chelsea would have quicker punches than Phoebe. So Phoebe could overpower Chelsea. Bianca better not get too happy. She'll meet my frying pan. Melanie does have a frying pan, and she's not afraid to use it. Because I was drunk. Bianca or Melanie? I think it would vary from fight to fight. I think Melanie could take Bianca in the end. Like, Melanie would just have to get, like, creative, though. Because, like, we all know Bianca does have them hands. But, so Melanie would just have to get creative on how to take Bianca down. So that's kind of how Melanie works, is she's not, like, the fastest puncher. Like, she can swing, but she's more of, like, a wrestler. So she kind of grapples. So, like, Melanie has to take you down. Melanie's strategic versus, you know, having that power between, like, speed with her punches. Let's see. Melanie or Jackie? I think I think Jacqueline would put up even a harder fight than Bianca with Melanie because Jacqueline also wrestles, so it would probably be close to a tie. If not, maybe even Jacqueline, only because Jacqueline can punch faster than Melanie, so if Jacqueline was like punching Melanie and wrestled her down, she could probably win. Let's see. I feel like Bianca learns each fight she gets into. She gets better and better to me. Yeah. Who do you play in BGC? Yeah, Bianca does learn. She learns. Bianca, that's what makes her a good fighter, is like she'll learn things from each person. With Patrice, I mean, she's still got slung, but she kind of learned she's got to punch quicker with Patrice. So, and with Paige, she knows that she can take Paige down really easy. So you'll notice in each time she fights Paige, she knows to just sling her to the ground and then give her that work. So yeah, Bianca does learn. Like, if Bianca and Chelsea fought again, she'd be careful of Chelsea's legs this time. So that's what makes Bianca a good fighter, is she does learn in each fight, and she'll like adjust her fighting each time. So if you have multiple rounds with Bianca, she might do better the next round. Who do you play in BGC 20? I play Danielle with the red hair. I play Patrice, of course, and I play Mackenzie. Like, to be honest, Bianca put up a good fight with Patrice. She did. If Patrice didn't sling Bianca, their punches probably would have been tied. Because Patrice does punch fast, and really hard, but Bianca also punches pretty hard. That's why when you guys, like, when Bianca and Jacqueline were punching, like, each other, If you guys notice, when Bianca lands that punch before like Jacqueline slams her, Jacqueline's head went all the way back and her hair came out of the bun. Like Bianca literally punched Jacqueline's bun out of her hair. So Bianca can like throw a good punch. Let's see. Amber versus Jacqueline. Amber could probably take Jacqueline like punching wise. Because you guys will see that Amber's not really a hair puller, which is why like her fighting Jenna isn't a problem. Like Amber will pull hair, but she doesn't need it. And you guys will see when she fights Jenna, because Jenna's used to like girls needing to pull hair, so she has the upper hand. But when she fights Amber, she'll see Amber like can throw straight fist. Like she doesn't need to pull hair. So yeah, I think Amber definitely could put up a good fight with Jacqueline. Taylor versus Melanie. Melanie would take Taylor down. Taylor could beat Melanie punching wise. But if you already know, if Melanie takes you down, she's going to get on top and pound your face in. So that's where Melanie would probably win, is because she would take Taylor down eventually. Okay, now I got to see Bianca and Melanie because I'm interested. Melanie handled a better fight with Melinda than Patrice. Melanie just hung on for dear life to those piggy tails. She did land a punch though. I think Patrice wasn't really ready. Patrice is so used to dominating every fight because Patrice like really had a winning streak. I think that Melanie was already prepared to have to get creative with Melinda because she knows Melinda's big. I think Patrice kind of was used to winning the fights, so she didn't try as hard as she should have. So you never know. I'm like Bianca. My mouth gets me in a lot of trouble. Yeah, Bianca's very straightforward, and even though she has a wall up, she like gets taken advantage of many times. Who goes home in BGC? No, Jacqueline's not Mexican. Jacqueline's Asian, white, and black. Who goes home in BGC? So Jenna goes home. Who else? Bailey goes home. I'm trying to think. I feel like there's more, but I can't remember. Jenna, Bailey, and I think Morgan. I'm pretty sure that's it. Because there's 3 replacements. But I don't remember. Oh, and Melanie goes home. Melanie goes home too. Yeah, Jacqueline's mixed with white, Asian, and black. Who is the replacement for? So the first replacement is JoJo, and she replaces Bailey. The second replacement is Mackenzie, and she replaces Melanie. The third replacement is Jupiter. She replaces Jenna. And then I'm pretty sure Morgan just leaves at the end. Morgan had to learn the hard way. She did, and honestly, Morgan doesn't try to fight Amber again. She does end up fighting Amber again, but she doesn't really want to. Sean, would you ever create a Vietnamese girl inspired by BGC 5, Leah, and BGC 16, Z? I mean, that sounds like an interesting combo. I think I could probably mix something together. Yes, I noticed that I think Patrice is used to just slinging people. So she gags when someone who has similar strength as her. Yes, Patrice does get that's one of Patrice's weaknesses, is she's so used to winning fights so easy, because we saw like she murked those girls on BGC 16 and she murks most of the girls on BGC 20 too. So she's really used to just easily beating people up. So when she goes to fight someone like Melinda, who is as big as her, if not bigger, and stronger, it takes her off guard, and she's just so flabbergasted. Like Mr. Cookie versus Melinda. So Melinda did beat Mr. Cookie in the comic series because she bit his head. That's how Good Cookie came about, which you guys get to meet Good Cookie in the Christmas special. Yeah, Jacqueline's mixed. Melanie's leaving. Yes, Melanie has a mental breakdown. So she's mixed with three. Yes, she is mixed with three. Her dad is white and black, so he's mixed. He's white and he is black. And her mom is Asian. So Jacqueline is white, black, and Asian. She is a mixture of all. Why did Amber and Morgan scrap? So the first time is because Amber called Morgan out in the limo for being mean to Bailey. So Morgan was trying to press Amber, so she was throwing her stuff out of the room because they were roommates. Um, ooh. And of course, Amber is not a punk, so she wasn't having it. So she minked Morgan. And then the second time they fight is when they find out that they jumped Bailey. So Patrice beats up one of them while Amber beats up the other. Who does Patrice slap? Um, I mean, Patrice doesn't really slap anybody. She beats up Danielle. So Danielle runs up. So like they get into a fight. I'm pretty sure it's Morgan versus Amber again, and I'm pretty sure it was Patrice versus Danielle because Danielle is feisty, like Angie from BGC7. So like Danielle's not scary. So and Danielle's the one with the green dress, and she's feisty like Angie from season 7. So she, of course, is mouthing off at Patrice. So Patrice beats her up. Then she runs up for round 2 and gets like slung. So, Patrice has to ragdoll at least one girl every season. So Patrice does ragdoll her and then mink, mink, mink. Let's see. I liked Leah the first half, but then I didn't. Yeah, I hated Leah at the end, but I really did like her. If Leah stayed true to, I feel like Leah's character, though, like her personality, I feel like Leah had identity problems. Like, she wanted to be this bad girl, like this edgy, like almost gothic, but not really type of girl, like a tomboy type of girl. But then like she adopted Kristen's personality. Then when Kristen left, she felt embarrassed. So she had to be extra hard. And it was just so annoying. Like Leah was trying too hard. It was just once all the tough girls left the house, like Katea and Kristen, like let's see. Patrice was shook when Melinda dragged her around. She did. She was so shooketh. Ooh, someone should get pregnant on TFC. So Chelsea gets pregnant on TFC season 2. So I actually have to come out with a little pregnant body. But she ends up losing the baby. So it's gonna be so she doesn't get an abortion, but she does lose the baby. So it's gonna be a very sad scene. Amber versus Melanie. Who would win? Amber would probably beat Melanie's face in. Melanie might be able to take her down, but I think Amber would mink her face too many times. I can't wait to see Patrice versus Zari. I have a feeling Zari probably won. I mean Zari definitely will shock Patrice. I will say that. Wait, why did Danielle red hair and other Danielle scrap? Danielle with the red hair was drunk, and she was annoying Danielle with the green dress, and like the tea behind it. Patrice and Amber were actually taking care of drunk Danielle with the red hair instead of other Danielle who she thought she was going to be friends with. So she felt some type of way, and that kind of sparked an argument. Oop. You said she slaps Morgan. Morgan slaps Bailey. I don't know if Patrice slaps Morgan. I don't know. I'd have to read through the script. I don't think she does slap Morgan. Where is that girl named Kayla with red hair and glasses? I don't think there is a girl named Kayla with red hair and glasses. I think you're thinking of Taryn. Yeah, poor Chelsea. It's going to be a really, really sad scene. And I'm so excited. Not for that, obviously, but I'm so excited to touch on really deep topics for season 2 of TFC. I think it's going to be even deeper than season 1 because you guys get to learn. In that dress she was wearing at the reunion, it looks like she was a farmer girl. Wait, who are we talking about? Who was the farmer girl? But she didn't want to have kids. What is going on? I'm so confused. She didn't want. Oh. Yeah, Leah. Ugh. I don't know what the heck. I think Leah was going for like a 1950s type of look, like a housewife 1950s look. It looked corny. You said when Patrice and Danielle were fighting, Patrice slaps Morgan. I mean, maybe. I would have to look. I don't remember how the fight plays out anymore because it's been a while since I wrote it. I did like her hair and makeup. Um, Honestly, though, for her trying to fight, that dress looked kind of like restricting. It could have been a cute look. I think she should have went with like a darker red with like polka dots, so it would still keep the 1950s look. But I feel like Leah would look better in red, and it would have matched her lipstick too. Do Jenna and Patrice fight? No. So they do not end up fighting because Jenna goes home. Jenna gets too intertwined with Amber to really pay attention to her imagination with her Patrice beef that she, for some reason, is fantasizing about. But she ends up getting intertwined with Amber and it unravels into their fight instead. How many fights would BGC 20 have in total? Well, I still haven't wrote the season finale yet, but I still have an idea of what happens. So let's see. Episode 1 had 4 fights. Episode 2 has, I think, 4 fights as well. Episode 3 has 3 fights. Why Jenna slapped that girl? So that girl was trying to fight Danielle. So honestly, compared to other seasons, BGC 20 is technically going to have more fights because it's longer. Like the season finale is Jupiter versus JoJo, but JoJo sneaks Jupiter in the beauty room. So Jupiter and Mackenzie are. Oh, Kelly. Yeah, Kelly didn't have glasses. But Kelly was just the camp girl. She might come back eventually. So Mackenzie and Jupiter together are kind of like Jamie and Jazz from BGC 15. Like they're loud and they're funny. And they like to pick with JoJo because they all beef. So they're talking smack and like they had just beefed in the limo. They're talking smack. They actually lock JoJo out. So they lock JoJo out of the house, and then JoJo gets in. So they're sitting in the makeup room talking shit. And JoJo just kind of snatches Jupiter up from behind and like hits her. And then Morgan and Danielle kind of get involved. So Mackenzie fights Morgan. So it's a little like scrap. But anyway, Jupiter gets her revenge because she's really mad. She kind of pulls a Rocky, but even worse. No, the girl with Vitiligo is named that's Gabby. So Gabriella kicks. Get her away. Oop. There's a fight going on in the comments. So anyway, so it's kind of like the Rocky versus Alicia thing. However, Jupiter pulls something that's never been done before. Now, this was supposed to happen on BGC 18, but you know that season got canceled, so I brought it to this season, and it's going to be the craziest season finale ever. Let's just say Jupiter may or may not start beating on JoJo while she's in bed sleeping. Like, drags her out of bed and minks. Beats her up out of her sleep on the season finale. So, it's gonna be... so JoJo, she gets woken up with a nice knuckle sandwich. So, yeah, Jupiter, she's waiting, she's ready. She kind of pulls an Alicia where she's like, I'm gonna get this bitch. And because she's mad that JoJo snook her, so she's really gonna sneak JoJo. She told that bitch to sleep with one eye open, and she didn't. So she gave her heads up. JoJo went to bed, snatched out of bed, and boop, 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 dragged, beat, and the other girls are like, what the fuck? That was supposed to happen on BGC 18, yes. So I decided to bring it to life on BGC 20. So that will be the season finale, is Jupiter getting snuck by JoJo, and then Jupiter sneaking JoJo out of bed while she sleeps. JoJo, I ain't getting no sleep because of Jupiter. Jupiter not getting sleep because of me. So yeah, it turns into like a crazy battle. And then Jupiter and JoJo get sent to a hotel, and then they send the girls home the next day. Everybody goes home. So is Brooke going to be on BGC 20? No. So Brooke's not doing any more BGC. Brooke's actually going to pop up pregnant. So that'll be like an update. Brooke's going to be the first bad girl to have a baby. Obviously, Chelsea was pregnant in high school, but nobody knows that. Also, other Danielle, red-haired Danielle, has a kid. She just kept it a secret, but they do find out because she tells Mackenzie and Jupiter, but it's overheard by Danielle and Morgan. So that's also some drama. Bianca would meet her match with Jupiter. Oh, yeah, Malaysia. Oh, yeah, Malaysia also. I still have to make... Sean, you need to keep track. I need to. I haven't talked about Malaysia in so long. I'm actually going to make a new Malaysia in about a week or so. So you guys will finally see Malaysia back. Woo! So that's fun. That's exciting. I forgot about Malaysia. What fighting level is Brooke on? Because she had good hands. She, I think, is a medium 3. Ooh. I hear coyotes outside, but they can't get me because, bitch, I'm inside. But anyway, Jupiter versus Bianca. I mean, Jupiter's 6 foot. What is she? 6'2", 6'3". So I think Bianca would still put up a good fight with Jupiter, just like Patrice. She's the one who clocked Reina in the kitchen. Yeah, that fight was like, yeah, guys. So my house is in the woods right now. I'm at my sister's house, but I'm in the woods. I'm in the woods camping. And there's coyotes. I can hear them outside. Like multiple ones. I can hear them. Jupiter's over 6 feet. She's like, well, I don't know. Let me see. I don't have a Jupiter around me, but she's a tall beach. Let me see if I can find her. Let me see. Okay, so Jupiter's naked, but hold on, Melanie's carrying around the lamp. The body over here. Okay, so here's Jupiter's height next to like Melanie. So yeah, she's almost a foot taller than Melanie, and Melanie's about 5'5". Ignore this. This is a different scale than that Melanie, of course. So Jupiter's tall as hell. Which I can't really show you Jupiter. That's her. Her personality is inspired by Ekane. If you guys know Ekane from TikTok. Patrice is 6'4". Let me see how close Jupiter is in height to Patrice. Boop. Okay, here's Miss Patrice. Here's Jupiter. She got it. So they're very close in height. Patrice is like an inch taller. Jupiter's just really skinny. But yeah, so they're really close in height. Sean, did you see Ekane fight? No, I didn't. Oh, damn, I didn't know Jupiter was that tall. Yeah, Jupiter's huge. She's got a super tall body. She's just slender. So she's got like a brand new body sculpt. Can we see a small clip of Danielle versus Danielle? Sounds like the coyotes are gone. I guess I get to live another day. Let's see. Are we wanting like... Well, I'm not going to show you the limo fight because that one obviously hasn't been shown, but... let me see. Okay. What was the bougie girl from Raina's Beach? And that's all I will show you. Coyotes, he thinks we gone. Period. Come on, updated confessionals. Yeah, this is the first season that actually uses a green screen. Plus, as you guys saw, like, there's the little mouse, which I know some people don't like the mouse, but too bad. I just wanted it to have a more cartoonish feel, especially I don't want them to be compared to, like, just Barbie dolls, so I added the mouse to give it a more cartoonish vibe. These coyotes want smoke. I will hit them with a shovel, I'm telling you. I will get that metal shovel and mink, mink, mink. No coyotes eating me. Mm-mm. So, yeah. Red hair did her thing. Red hair Danielle was eating. Eat. Yeah, she was like bougie and stuck up and couldn't fight. Her name was Serenity. Yes, Serenity will be back on TFC. Plus, she will be back, because yes, BGC 17 still is getting a reunion. But since I have to resculpt a lot of those girls, that's why it hasn't come out yet, because I'm still resculpting them. Serenity does not know how to fight now. Nope. She's still the same girl. Bougie, sweet. She'll still grab hair though if she has to, but also, guys, I did a color correction on Patrice's skin tone too. You can't really tell too much, but if I compare it to the old skin tone, look how much more vibrant she is. Compared to like the old dark skin tone, it's like a grayish almost. And this is the new skin tone, it's like a nice lively brown. And look at this cute little pumpkin head I made. I've been making so much, guys. I've been bad. I've been making so many stuff. I've been doing so many updates too. Like, look at this, you all. Look at this. Dual molded feet. I'm still working on perfecting, but so that way their feet aren't painted anymore. I've been doing a lot, I promise. Like, I'm not just like gone not doing anything. I promise. I'm updating so many things. I wish you guys could see how pretty Mooney's face is. She came out really cute, but oh well, I guess. Oh yeah, the pumpkin. Let me show you guys. So, not only is it a pumpkin, but look. I can oop, give me that. Okay, so I can pop her head off, right? I can take the pumpkin. Pumpkin head, and now you can have your own little like pumpkin heads, like period. So cute little pumpkin head, and I've got a bunch of different ones too. Let me grab them. Look at all these. Okay, so I made this one. This one's cute, so we can pop that one off. Hook this one on. So we got this head. We've got the evil laughing pumpkin head, which I sculpted all these, and these are all plastic too. And we got the cute head. And I think there's one more, but yeah, there is. But I don't know where it went. Where are you, pumpkin? Why can't I find you? But anyway, there's another pumpkin somewhere out there. I don't know where it went. It's, oh, where did it go? Bruh. There's one that has, like, no mouth, but I can't find it now. Patrice versus Jupiter. Patrice would win. Yeah, I have a lot of upcoming stuff, guys. Oh, if you guys didn't notice, Mooney has a corrected skin tone too. So that's another thing I've been doing is correcting their skin tone. So they don't look like super gray anymore. So you can see like such a vibrant difference. And then of course, you guys already know, my camera won't focus, but the eyes are all different now too. So, yeah. How much are plastic figures? I'm gonna try to lower the price again. I'm like really trying to make them affordable, but as you know, they're handmade. Hold on. As you know, they're handmade, so like they take a long time to make, especially curly hair like this takes hours. I have to make every little curl. But so I'll come out with a new price soon. I don't know what I'm gonna price them at yet, to be honest. They were like for the smaller plastic ones, they were like $14.99. And they're gonna come with like a little pumpkin head too, so you can pop that on. I'm gonna put some. Now these ones are gonna be cheap. I'm selling the older like versions with like the big like the smaller plastic eyes. Um I'm gonna be selling a bunch of these. So like Matt Man Bun, boop, this one, Mr. Science, who hasn't come out yet, but he's the first male lead. He'll be for sale. So I'm selling these older styled ones because I got the newer styled ones at a discounted price, so probably like $11. So pretty cheap. I thought I heard the coyotes again. So yeah, guys. What are you talking about, Patrice and Jupiter? I didn't see Patrice versus Jupiter. Wait. Yeah. If you guys got the link to Ekane's fight though. But Ekane inspired Jupiter. So she's even gonna do the oh okay, like you thought you ate. Like she's gonna be just like did you sell the red hair Danielle? I did not sell her yet. I actually have them still. Hold on. I have this cute little baggie right here of all the smaller BGC girls. Oh god. Alright, we'll put her with this nice gentleman who I'm sure will not murder her in this cornfield. Yeah, I have a little baggie with the smaller BGC girls. So I have not sold any of them yet. Boop. So we've got her right here. I have not sold any of my old girls yet. I've got the older Jenna. We've got small Danielle with her green dress. Yeah, guys, I do have a Twitter, actually. I just never use it. I've got old Amber. So on Twitter, if I go on Twitter, I can type in Ekane fight. Amber with her Uggs. Unfortunately, she doesn't have Uggs on this new season. We've got Morgan with the Cruella hair, but you already know I'm changing that. With her pretty jacket. Look at this jacket. She does still have the jacket, though, for the new season. I should just baggy up all of these older designs. But, yeah, so I'll be selling a lot of these older designs for, like, a really cheap price just to clearance out. I'm not selling this Mackenzie because she's still got the newer eye style, so she technically is not outdated. And I don't feel like redoing her hair because she's got a lot of curls. But I will be selling this Amori. I've got... Who else we got? Who else we got? This older Jacqueline. I'll just have to give her clothing. I made Miss Lisa, but now I remade Miss Lisa, so I'll probably be selling this one too. So if someone wants a Miss Lisa, I don't have an older Cassandra. I did sell her. I have a Paige. So yeah. I'm gonna be trying to post those probably this weekend. So can Miss Lisa fight? Yes, Miss Lisa can fight. She slammed Cassandra, if you remember from TFC. She picked Cassandra up and like threw her. So Miss Lisa's scrappy. She used to be a scrapper back in her day. Even on the new Mom series with Miss Lisa, she's scrappy on there too. So Miss Lisa was a party girl. She was a party girl. She scrapped. She had fun. She drank. She was that bitch back in the early 2000s. Put some respect on her name. No. So yeah. Because like this Cassandra has the newer eye style. I just wish this stupid camera would focus. Please. Please. How old is Lisa? She's in let me see. When did she have Cassandra? I think when I calculated it, she was like 39. So she's not super old. She had Cassandra when she was pretty young. Yes, Cassandra with them big ass boobs. Cassandra got them titties. So does Miss Taylor. Ms. Taylor, as Rolling Ray would say. And then, of course, you can't really see her, but she's. I hate that my camera won't focus. I'll have to do it. How old was she when she had Cassandra? I think she was like 16 or 17. She had her at a young age. Cassandra was an oopsies. I'd have to calculate, to be honest. Hold on. I can calculate. Oh my god. My hair's a mess. Oh, I threw my phone away. No, she'd be like 30. She'd probably be like, what? What? You've never seen triple D's before? Yeah, Cassandra's like, take a picture. It'll last longer. So actually, no, she would be like 34 or 35. She had Cassandra when she was 16. So, and Cassandra just turned 16. I'm a binge watch TFC season 1. Bye, y'all. Bye. Season 2 comes on soon. Sean, can you hold red-haired Danielle on the side? Yes. I've got him in my baggie. I should have sold the old house, but I got rid of it. I didn't want to sell it anyway, because really the characters did not properly fit in there. I really fooked up with that house. This house has a good, like, space ratio. I can fit my hands in it. You know? But that house was not it. But alright, guys, I'm also going to go so I can paint up Chelsea, because I know she's going to turn out really cute. The new Chelsea. So stay tuned. I'm also going to give Mooney her hair, because the Mooney head came out so cute. You guys can't see it because it's so blurry and it looks bad, but I promise you she's cute. So, woo, so many characters. We got Mr. Kitty, or Big Kitty. He's Big Kitty. Big Mr. Kitty, that's his name. Oh, I didn't even show you guys the little kitty. Don't. Bye, Sean. Bye, everybody. I'm gonna get going too. I'm gonna film the rest of Scooby-Doo this weekend. So be ready, please, guys. Check out Scooby-Doo. It's gonna be so fucking good. You have no idea. It's gonna be an art piece. It's gonna be a masterpiece. Scooby-Doo is gonna be juicy this time around. So be sure to check it out. You get this cool corn scene right here. It's gonna be a very unique episode. And some of your favorite Mystery Gang people might just not make it. Nobody's safe in this new Scooby-Doo episode. So, stay tuned. Goodbye, everybody.